And the Quran, there's only one Quran. There are no various versions or whatnot. It's one standard copy of the Quran across the Muslim world. And really, there's not been any variant versions of the Quran. The Quran is the Quran for all sects and schisms and groups of Islam. And we also, all Muslims take pride in the fact there is but one Quran. There's no variants of the Quran.
You know what book has never been manipulated? You know what book has no 30 different versions of it?
What book?
The Quran. Stay consistent for 1400 years.
So the Caliph Uthman standardized the copies of the Quran, and therefore from his time up until our time there has never been two copies of the Quran that are different even in one letter or one word. And this is because of the far-sightedness of the Caliph Uthman. And really Muslims are very humble and very proud and very grateful to God that they're the only religious group that can with so much authority say that their scriptures really have been preserved authentically. The Quran is the most protected of all scriptures, and in fact we as Muslims believe that God in his divine wisdom and plan has protected the Quran from any type of alteration, from any type of deviation, from any type of miswriting.
The original text of the Quran has never been tampered with, has never been manipulated, and this is the one that you could always go to. It's the same, it's consistent for 1400 years.
And when we say the various different ways to recite the Quran, we are not talking about different voices or different styles. We're talking about slight differences in pronunciations, slight differences in letters, slight differences in harakat. In other words, if you were to compare two printed Qurans, you're going to see differences between them.
Same, it's consistent for 1400 years.
Especially those who have been exposed to some of our brothers who live in Algeria or Morocco or other North African countries, they recite the Quran in a slightly different way.
You know what book has never been manipulated? You know what book has no 30 different versions of it?
Not just a voice or not just a speaking style, but also changes in letters and words and harakat.
Same, it's consistent for 1400 years.
These variances are memorized in specialized institutions known as the schools of the qira'at.
What book?
The Quran. Stay consistent for 1400 years.